Aruba's second International Film Festival, with your host, Yanta Liu, and special guests, Kim Cattrall, 50 Cent, and many more.
A film festival is not, what it does is it brings, as you were saying, this intellectual community or element to wherever it is. But it's also an amazing place to share ideas and for growth for new artists. And also artists who are wanting to give back in the sense of, let's do a press conference. Let's talk about what our film is and what it means and why we decided to make it. I mean, these are really important conversations for just the art of filmmaking.
The director of Meet Monica Velour, Keith Burden, says this film festival now puts Aruba on the map as more than just a beautiful, exotic travel destination.
Now, film festival is bringing people, often people of a nice high economic class, a cultured, educated class from all over the world, coming here to see films and to experience the island, maybe for the first time, like Kim and I have never been here before. And they're really getting an experience that you're not getting from a brochure or a website about a vacation island for your honeymoon. And it's also the publicity. I mean, when someone like Kim Cattrall shows up on the red carpet at Aruba Film Festival, the next week it's all over the newspapers and all over the web, all over the world, with that magical word Aruba in it, and the film festival. So it's already getting on people's radar. I mean, for a film festival that's 2 years old, people know about this film festival. It usually takes 10 years for a film festival to get recognized.
During a press conference, both talents praised the island's culture and languages. The Toronto International Film Festival is undoubtedly one of the top 3 ones in the world. Toronto is a city known for its multiculturalism, and Kim says ethnicity builds stories, which is something Aruba has an advantage over.
Toronto in Canada is one of the most multinational cities in the world, and a lot of that had to do with just the immigration to come to Canada. Most people came to Toronto to jobs. I think what it brings is different points of view and people living together with tolerance and understanding, hopefully. And I think that makes a very good environment to talk about them, which tells stories from people who come from all over the world, and a lot of them are immigrants. You know, we're a world where we travel to follow our dreams, to follow whatever makes these brave pioneers go from the country where they're born and where they're nurtured and travel hundreds and thousands of miles to start a new life. And those are stories that bring heart and soul and really a very connected world view.
The local talents on this island are at a great advantage due to their speaking abilities. Although English is an international language, being trilingual or more adds a whole other element to your resume.
Well, I also think that, a performer or a filmmaker who speaks a number of different languages like they would if they grew up on Aruba, it just gives you that much more opportunities to work with people, to learn from people, to network. If you speak 5 languages, you can work and communicate in those languages. And also, you understand the world as a global community. And more than more, media is also, and film is also a global community. The whole world makes films. And they all come together at film festivals, and they all go to different countries. And there's international co-productions. I mean, it makes me envious. I'm an American, and we think that English is just good enough.
With all this being said, though, when asking Kim her advice for those wanting to be a part of Hollywood, she was clear-cut, honest, and refreshing. Instead of beating around the bush like many artists, suggesting to fans to follow their dreams and believe in themselves, Kim says, think twice about the business.
I think if you can do any other job, you should do it. Because I think just the statistics of even making a living or joining a union are so slim. And what I would say is study. And if you like it and you can't do anything else, you don't envision yourself ever doing anything else, then go for it. But I always say you should go for it, but you give yourself a plan of 10 years, 5, 10 years, no matter how old you are. And go for it. And if it doesn't work, make another plan. Because you get one life, and it's not just about your works and your dreams. Sometimes it's just about living.